about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Forced out to his left. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 29, Rodgers letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. play action. Now Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Cook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Now a play fake. Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. Brady gives this to White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at it. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady dancing. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers
swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Rodgers again now. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Cook has it, left side. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brady going to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Brady steps away to his left, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Field, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Rodgers, he sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. That's taken in by Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon. 34 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that
touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cotton brings it in over the middle.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
50, you block over here. 26. 88, 50.
From the 29, Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, check 26. Take 30.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. He's got Otten. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Jones has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Again, it's Brady. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun now for Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Over. 26.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
and shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The tackle made by Zion McCollum.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Rodgers throwing here. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.